here. Yep, it's just loading.
Okay.
Okay.
Just,
I've got YouTube on my screen, so I think we're live.
yes, yes,
Okay.
we're live. Yeah.
Okay, so we are back live. Council was in a closed session to discuss the acquisition or disposition of municipally held land. So coming out of that session, we do have a motion in front of us that I will read. And that is that council receives report CAO-11-2025 regarding the sale of the municipally owned lot on Nicoline Ave, and further that council award the sale of residential lot 10, legal description plan 210, part lot 10, RP 33R14578, part 6, to Mr. Robert Young in the amount of $254,250, and that includes HST. And further, that the mayor and clerk be authorized to execute the appropriate legal documents to complete both the servicing tender and the sale. And can I get a mover and a seconder for that, please? Councillor
I'll move
Westman.
that, Kathy.
Okay, Deputy Mayor Manders and Councillor Westman. All in favor?
In favor.
Thank you, and that is carried. We also have two staff reports in front of us, and Jeff, I'll hand it over to you to walk us through those quickly.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. The first one I'll talk to is and it was brought to council previously. We wanted to revisit this one with a bit more information. So it is the servicing of the lot on Nicoline. It came in at approximately $167,000. That includes the moving of the sanitary, the removing of the old sanitary main, installation of a new upgraded storm water main, and the removal of the old stormwater main that's there. It also includes a contingency, which we put in so that if we find anything that's out of the ordinary in the road, we have something to address it. Other than that, I'll leave it to council for any questions.
Okay. As Jeff said, we have discussed this before, but I would turn to council to see if there's any questions or comments on this report this morning. Okay, seeing none, then we do have a motion in front of us that report number PW-07-2025 be received and that staff be authorized to accept the tender from BKT Excavating Limited for $167,002.08, and that excludes HST for the Nicoline infill lot. Can I get a mover and a seconder for that, please? Councillor Hodgins and Councillor Westman. All in favor?
I'm in favor.
Okay, and that's carried. Thank you very much. Okay, Jeff, your second one.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. The second one is the servicing of the three industrial lots on Fallon Drive. I did bring a quote back to council on that before we started the tender process. We put it out to tender. We had a number of bids on it. The low bid was Brigham Excavating, and it came in at $246,789.12, excluding HST. This is within within our estimate that I did bring to council prior to starting this. So that's the good news, and we can proceed to get the lot serviced on Fallon.
Okay, thank you, Jeff. I think that's a good sign about how many people responded to this tender. So obviously people are looking for stuff to do, and I think that will benefit our municipalities for sure. Any questions or comments on this report for the servicing on Fallon? Okay, seeing none, then the motion in front of us is that report number PW-12-2025 be received, and further that staff be authorized to accept the tender from Burnham Excavating Limited in the amount of $246,789.12, and that excludes HST for the servicing of the Lucan Industrial Subdivision. A mover and a seconder for that one, please. Councillor Regan and Councillor Hodgins, all in favor? And that is carried. And with that, we have one bylaw in front of us, and that is the confirming bylaw. And the motion is that bylaw 20-2025, being the confirmatory bylaw, be read a first time and passed, read a second time and passed, read a third time and passed. Oh, and be adopted. Oh, I see. It's different wording. Tina, you've thrown me off here. So I better read it for sure. So that the bylaw 20-2025, being the confirmatory bylaw, be read a first, second, and third, and final time and be adopted. A mover and a seconder for that, please. Councillor Hodgins and Councillor Regan, all in favor? And that's carried. I'm going to have to learn that language all over now going forward. So thank you very much for making time out of your day for our meeting this morning. And with that, I would ask for an adjournment, for a mover and a seconder to adjourn us at 8:51. Councillor Westman and Councillor Regan, all in favor?